So this is it. Depending on when I finish editing this video, Art Fight will be just about a week away, so now is a perfect time to get some last minute prep done. I figured I'd make a video on small things I'm doing to get ready for Art Fight other than finishing reference sheets or sprucing up my profile. That way you can be fully prepared and ready to battle once it begins. So let's just get into it. You may have already heard the advice about bookmarking and saving reference sheets of characters you want to attack before the actual start of Art Fight on July 1st. This is because the site will usually crash or be super laggy, so it can become impossible to navigate if you're trying to access it right at the start. Even days before, I remember it being laggy. So I'd go ahead and start bookmarking and saving reference sheets now. I've been figuring out who I want to attack by going through my defenses and looking at the profiles of everyone who's attacked me so I can build up a revenge list. If this is your first time, you can use the Discover tab to find random people or characters that might catch your interest. I'll have a pinned comment down below for you to leave your Art Fight users as well, so you can also use that as a way to gather your victims. But I've been taking all the photos of characters I want to attack and putting them in a big mood board for me to utilize. I use VizRef, but there's likely a lot more out there you can use. Feel free to leave some in the comments. I know I also use Milnote from time to time, which is helpful if you want to add text to or organize things more. I'm just going to be using my own OC as an example since I don't want to spoil who I'm going to attack, even though I kinda do later. Some things of note I include in my mood boards is a photo of their ID, since those are crucial to attacking someone. It's the numbers by the OC's name. When you make an attack, there is going to be a spot to put in this ID, and since the site is going to be super laggy, you want to try to have these on hand. From my experience, even trying to find a character's profile is a hassle because it takes so long to load, so just save yourself the time and effort and do it now. Trust me, when you finish an attack, you're going to want to post it right away. I linked a video in the description going over how to use Art Fight if this is your first time and you want an idea of how submitting attacks will look for a better reference point. I also take a picture of their bio and the owner's permission list just so I can make sure I'm depicting the character accurately and abiding by their boundaries. Usually I can understand the character by the images itself, but bios help me to implement their hobbies or dynamics or what have you. It's a great way to get inspiration and make the creator happy by showing you really paid attention to their OC. People also have different boundaries around how they want their OC drawn, so it's always good practice to have it on hand just in case. I've also been including pose references and things like that. I'll be traveling the first week of July, so that's partially why, but having all my reference images in one place really helps as opposed to switching tabs constantly or scrolling endlessly. Usually I include the pose reference and maybe some other pieces that might inspire the color palette, maybe certain prop references, composition inspiration, etc, etc. But how do I know what references I might need? That leads me into my next point. Okay, before everyone jumps to comment that I'm working on attacks before it officially starts, this is within the Art Fight rules. I linked the rules below, but here it states that planning/thumbnailing attacks before the event officially begins is permitted, and any visual assets made before the event officially begins cannot be included in attacks, including sketches. I also checked the Discord to see if people were doing something similar just because I'm paranoid. So I've already started making thumbnails for attacks, using those aforementioned mood boards to figure out how I want to draw each character and fill in holes regarding what references I might need to add onto there. If you didn't know, thumbnails are quick tiny sketches of a piece to plan out the posing, composition, colors, etc. By their name, they usually aren't bigger than your thumb, but I make mine bigger so I can play around with color. And the real benefit to these is that when working on a smaller scale, you're able to put out ideas more quickly and you lose less from redoing it or erasing. If you sketch your initial idea in full scale and then you realize you don't like the pose at all, you don't like the perspective, then it's going to take a lot more effort to redo that. And a lot of times us as artists don't want to put in that effort, so why not just do it messy from the start and then slowly work to be more refined? But these are just a great way to figure out your posing. Usually the first thumbnail I make feels pretty flat, so I keep trying different perspective changes and poses to make things feel more alive. I would say as far as mine go, I could make them a bit messier and get them out a bit quicker, but I kind of wanted to get a better idea of what the anatomy might look like. Usually I upscale my thumbnails and just draw over them, using them as a really rough sketch, but to be on the safe side of Art Fight rules, I'm just going to use them as a reference. I don't know if that would count as using it towards your official attack and using those visual assets for your attack, so I'm just not going to do it entirely. Alright, this is editing me from the future. I did a bit more research, and yes, you can't upscale your thumbnails and draw over them, you have to completely redraw it, so just wanted to clarify that so you won't be breaking any Art Fight rules if you do end up doing this. I also decided I want to try messing messing with colors early. Hopefully this doesn't give away who I'm going to attack, so if you think you see your OC, just look away. Color and lighting has always been a bit of a struggle for me, so I'm really hoping to use this art fight to improve. I've also been trying to understand gamut masks and how I can apply them in digital art, which I'll probably talk about in a later art fight video, but that's what's going on in this chaotic speed paint if you were wondering. But as you can see, making small thumbnails and planning helps me figure out exactly what references I need and what vibe I want to go for, and in the coming days I can look out for even more references. I also used the app Handy to make some lighting references for me, since they have Asaro heads you can light and use as reference. I'm probably going to alter the lighting and colors when I get to the actual attacks, but these give me a good idea of where I want to go color-wise, and I can always use these as a reference to guide me. Even if I don't use all of these or change them up, if I'm going through art block, I can always look back at these and maybe pick one up to expand upon. Sometimes with art block, it's hard to get any good ideas, so you can look back at when you had a lot of inspiration and a lot of ideas and just go from there. But if you're like me and super excited to start drawing, or you know you'll be busy later, getting some of the hard work out of the way can really help your speed and efficiency. Thumbnailing is also just generally good practice and can teach you new compositions and break you away from common angles or poses you do. So I'd highly recommend this if you're up to it. And last but not least is studies. I know a lot of people hate studies, but honestly, I found a lot of comfort in them. Going into art fight, I've been a bit worried about how my anatomy will look with some of the complex pieces I've thought up. And I've also been struggling with making my faces feel 3D and capturing form recently. So I decided in the upcoming days I'd start doing more face studies, just drawing from photos or other artists to try and get accustomed to different angles and give myself more confidence going into art fight. I think a lot of beginner artists view studies as boring or intimidating, but they don't have to be. Over time, if you stop viewing them as scary and think of them as relaxing ways to improve, it becomes something you'll look forward to. So that's been the case for me. I've started to build my confidence going into art fight by doing as many studies as I can. I've also started doing some color and light studies, studying things that will be included in the pieces I've thumbnailed out. Like, for example, in one of my sketches, I had the idea of a character holding up a light, so I did some studies of people lit up by lamplight in order to get a better idea of the lighting beforehand, which is knowledge I can use once art fight begins. If doing studies feels like it's putting pressure on you to make perfect attacks, then I wouldn't do it and just have fun. I just find that studying helps calm my nerves and makes me more confident in my artistic abilities. It's kind of like wanting to study a lot before a test. Besides, you can always use your attacks as studies. I want to try a lot of different things with my attacks this year, so hopefully I can improve on my color and posing by just trying things I haven't done before. But that's essentially it. This is going to be a pretty short video, but I wanted to get one last one out before the start of art fight just to share some last minute prep I've been doing. And like I said, I'll be busy the first week of July, so I won't be able to post a video then, but hopefully soon after I can. I want to document the first couple attacks I can hopefully do. If you can't already tell, I'm super excited for art fight this year. I love the sense of community and being able to draw so many different characters and really experiment with my art. Again, leave your art fight usernames in the pinned comment below. I won't be able to follow everyone, but hopefully it can be a good resource for other artists to find you and possibly attack your characters. But with that, that's pretty much it, so bye!